morning, guys. Man, rainy day here in Central Florida right now. But gonna try to kind of work in between the rain whenever we have a break. I'm getting ready to run down, pick up some things that I need to. Man, you gotta love that ice maker. You gotta love the ice maker. Getting ready to run down, pick up a few things I need. We got a small water leak. Ever since we had the issue with the check valve on the water heater, and I took that apart and put it back together, I had just a real small drip from that water heater. So I'm going to go down, get the stuff that I need to repair that. I'll show you guys what's involved with that. I'm hoping that it's not too much of a big deal and it's a nice, easy fix. So I'll go down and grab that, and we've just been doing some cleaning up around here.
I've been working a little bit this morning. Dylan's had a really couple busy days compared to what he's used to. So
that's an understatement.
He didn't sleep the best last night, so we're kind of having a little bit of a chill time and a little bit of downtime. But of course, they're going to get outside and play here in a little bit between the rain, hopefully.
Yeah. So good news is it shouldn't be super hot out today. It's been overcast all day and rainy, so I guess that's a benefit. You know, we won't be burning up out there while we're outside. So get Dylan up on the driveway, let him try his new bike, hopefully this afternoon. And I
think they want to check out a bow and arrow.
Yep. Yep. His cousin has a little archery set, so just gonna, like I said, just take advantage, kind of do some things in between the rain showers, and just have a nice, relaxing day. Hopefully, we'll see.
Look at that dog. Hey, let him. Oh, nice. Good job.
Grab this right here. Got it?
Oh. That's what I see.
Hard. There you go. Like to stand a little more sideways, and then you won't be in the way of your.
There you go. Boom.
There you go.
Oh, that's good though. That's good. That's how you.
All right. So ever since I had to remove the check valve inside the hot water line that comes out of the water heater, when I did that, I pulled this plug out and to drain the water heater. And ever since I've done that, this thing has been steady leaking on me. You can see a little drip here now, but it's been consistently leaking. So I didn't have anything, no kind of any kind of thread sealer to put on there. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to seal those threads up with some Teflon tape, put it back in, and hopefully that'll take care of it. So the first thing I got to do is drain this water heater. This thing is not in the easiest spot to get to. I got my Teflon tape. Some Teflon tape around these seals, and hopefully it takes care of it. It's funny. Right. Number two is the hose that connected to the check valve on the back of the water heater was a little bit loose. It just has one of those little crimp clamps on it, and that thing was a little bit loose. If we moved the hose one direction or the other, it was starting to get some drips. So I'm just trying to avoid having a situation where we get a big water leak. It's a big deal when you are learning a fifth wheel. So I'll pull this back and I'll show you guys what that looks like. It's always fun climbing up in your basement. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So, inside this tube that screws into the water heater, there's a check valve. So that it has to do, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it does. I know it has to do with when you winterize your RV, something to do with keeping the water from backfeeding into the water heater when you're winterizing. Everything I looked up online, so the initial issue was I turned on the water, on the hot water in the shower one night, and there was no water coming out. I had no water whatsoever. So I did some research, and everybody was saying that the dealer replaced this check valve. So I could come out to the Nautilus panel, I could bypass the hot water, and I could get water out of our hot water faucets. But if I turned it to the normal setting you would normally have it on, I got no water whatsoever out of the faucet. So it was this check valve. It was the issue. I took this hose off, and then the check valve, all that was left was a little plunger. There was no spring or anything left in there. So the plunger was plugging up the hot water line whenever we would try to turn the hot water on. So I took it apart, I took the plunger out. If you never winterize your RV, you can remove that check valve with no issue. But when I put it back together, I noticed that I had a leak right here where this clamp is. I didn't really have a way to secure it. I didn't have any other clamps with me at the time. We were on the road. So I just kind of fashioned a zip tie around here just to get it as tight as I could get it for the time being, until I got somewhere where I could get a regular clamp on it. So now I've got some regular clamps. I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to put a regular clamp on here. That way we don't have a leak going on here. So nothing's wet down here on the bottom, so it looks like I did all right. But obviously a zip tie is not a permanent solution, so I'm going to get that replaced right now. So you can see, I mean, this clamp is not, I mean, I can spin that fitting all the way around. That clamp is not very tight on the fitting. So I've had an issue with these clamps before under the sink, under the kitchen sink, and I removed this, put a regular clamp on, and that solved it. Alright, so there we go. I've got my regular clamp put back on. A few choice words and a minimal amount of blood spilled. I've got it replaced, but you can see they use these things everywhere. These clamps suck. I hate them. They're very difficult to get off if they're not sealing all the way. But obviously I'd be here for days trying to replace all these clamps, so I pretty much just keep an eye on it, and when I see one that starts to leak, I'll take it off, put a regular clamp in place of it. But we got that one done, so we're going to fill the water heater back up and make sure that thing is not leaking. It shouldn't be. We should be 100%. I mean, that's much tighter than what it was before, so going to get out of this basement and turn the water back on. Alright, we just got back from eating some bacon wrapped chicken bites. They're some marinated bacon wrapped chicken bites that my brother cooked up on the Traeger. Man, awesome. Really, really good. So we're getting ready to head on in. Looks like my water heater repairs were a success. Nothing's leaking. Everything's nice and dry. Glad to have that out of the way.
Yeah, something else to mark off the to-do list.
Man, so we got some fuel filters on the truck that got to get done. Try to get the outside of the RV cleaned up before we take off back out of here. So we definitely have some stuff on the list yet, but it's nice to get started and at least get a couple things knocked off that list today. So we're gonna get this pond back here shot tomorrow, see what we got for fish in there. According to my brother, he thinks there's probably some possibly some catfish and some bluegill. So we're gonna find out.
We're gonna test it out for him and let him know.
But man, rained most of the day today, so pretty much got rained out all day today. It's beautiful out now. Storm has gone up the East Coast. It's kind of past us. Getting a little breezy this evening, but actually a really, really nice evening for a summertime, summertime Florida evening. It feels really nice out today. So we will get caught back up on the stuff that we missed out on today because of all the rain. I think that's it.
I think so.
All right. Not a super eventful day, but you're gonna have those sometimes. So
It was productive though.
that's true.
I got some work done today.
Yep.
Got the water heater thing fixed.
Yep.
So
All right. Gonna call it a night. Catch you guys tomorrow.